covering up your face.
What's covering up my face?
The box.
Alright, you guys. We have here a new package that just got delivered. Let's see what's inside. The DJI Osmo Mobile 2. Yeah!
What's up, you guys? Welcome to our first unboxing.
It's in the, like, it's covering up your face.
What's covering up my face?
The box.
We just got the DJI Osmo Mobile 2. This thing isn't available anywhere right now, or if it is, I'm really bad at finding it. I looked on Best Buy and just Google searching, and the only place I've actually found where I could actually get it delivered was apple.com. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, let's get into it. Always remember that if you're using a knife, cut away from you. Or ask your parents to do it. My mom isn't here right now. Something about, you're 28 years old, you should move out of the house. It was garbage. Alright. Pick that up later. There it is, the DJI Osmo Mobile 2 box without the plastic on it. This bad boy. Tape.
Be safe. Cut away from you.
Whatever. I did my best. There it is. The foam that says DJI. So we can look around this. Not much very interesting other than the fact that there's a little seam right here. And it's difficult to open. That's for sure. There it is. The DJI Osmo Mobile 2. And best part of all, silica gel. Whoa! It's gonna be so dry. Alright, so what do we have in here? We got this thing here. It's a piece of plastic. I'm sure that's important to somebody. This is one of the great things about the DJI Osmo Mobile 2 is it actually uses a micro USB to micro USB charging cable versus the old one actually used it looked like a 3.5 millimeter jack in order to charge it. It was really weird. But this one, they've done some updates. Picking it up very carefully, don't want to break it. And there it is. This is probably one of my favorite features is the fact that the gimbal actually will come up to this point right here on the DJI Osmo Mobile 1. It stops right about here with the mechanism. But here it is. Oh. Suppose we could add in sound effects for that. I don't have to make them myself. You know, I was actually worried because this is a little bit more of a plastic material that this wouldn't feel as good as holding the Osmo Mobile 1, but I actually prefer this grip over the previous one. So, let's look at some features just right off the bat. We've got our record and capture button here. M, I'm assuming, is for mothership. If not, mode. Right there, that's where the charger goes for this. DJI actually advertises that this thing has, when it's properly calibrated and stabilized, it has a 15-hour battery, which is much better than the Osmo Mobile 1. So we have this, in addition to the joystick, we also have this little switch that allows us to widen the shot or zoom out, or tighten the shot and zoom in, which is pretty nice. And the mode button is also the power button by pressing and hold. On the Osmo Mobile 1, it used to be a switch that you had to pull and hold. And similar to the Osmo Mobile 1, it has this little knob here, which when you loosen, allows you to extend the gimbal just slightly, which is pretty interesting. If you have a phone like Mikey does, he has a Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus, and so it's a pretty big phone, and actually will put a lot of stress on the motor, and so you actually need to lengthen the levers in order for it to be able to compensate for the weight distribution, because the weight of the phone actually isn't that much more than a smaller phone, but just the fact that it's distributed out further puts a lot more stress on the gimbal. And last but not least, we have a spring-loaded holder, for lack of better phrasing. Don't really know what to call it. It also has a little knob on the back. I didn't know that that was going to happen. I don't know what it's for. Oh, the knob on the back is for you to be able to pull out and rotate so you can hold the phone in portrait mode. You know, that way you can post YouTube videos in portrait mode and make everybody who watches them on computers super angry. 10 out of 10 would definitely recommend. But yeah, it's pretty simple. You just twist to tighten, reverse, lefty tighty, righty loosey, as my father always said. Alright, let's see if this thing's got any charge in it. Alright, so it does. And similar to the Osmo Mobile 1, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have to connect to the DJI Go app in order to get this bad boy to actually activate and start working. Last but not least is this little guy right here. See that? This is one of the main reasons that I thought that this would be a great gimbal to get, is that this thing, while it appears flush, is actually containing the ability to not be flush. And what's that? You guessed it, USB port. This thing has enough battery power to actually be able to charge your phone while you're continuing to film, which is really great because when you're using your phone to take videos, film XYZ, you actually wind up using a fair amount of battery. So this is pretty great. And the last feature about this bad boy is on the left side right here on the Osmo Mobile 1, which is being used to film this video, there's actually a little a screw hole and some gear indentation, and what that is for holding a microphone and also for using a tripod. And it looks a little bit weird when you have tripod here. I don't have the tripod, I didn't buy it, but tripod here and then gimbal right here as well. And so on this, they put the actual grooves on the bottom so that way you could get a tripod and just mount the gimbal on top and use that to do some stable filming where you don't need to actually use the handheld device. So that's it. That's the unboxing of the DJI Osmo Mobile 2. Definitely recommend. Right now you can get it for pre-order from Best Buy and from DJI.com. It'll take, I believe, last I saw was 15 to 20 days for it to actually ship. But I chose overnight shipping with Apple.com and actually was really surprised. It came here overnight and it was only $8. So I definitely would have to recommend that going on Apple for this one is the right choice. Until next time, get you later. Wait, shoot.
What?
I forgot, the Osmo one, it has a trigger on the back of it, and this one does not, as you can clearly see.
What, do you think they just have like some sort of trigger hanging in the box? Maybe they just removed the feature.
Yeah, well, I'm looking for instructions. There they are. Alright, here we go. We got some instructions. And these are too long for me to ever consider reading. I'll just watch a YouTube video. So this thing does not have a trigger, by the way, as I mentioned. The trigger on the Osmo Mobile 1 was great because you could basically press and hold, and you could rotate, and it would keep the camera focused on whatever it was that you were looking at. And I think that that's probably going to wind up being some functionality that we see in the mode button as you either just click it or you press, well, you probably don't press and hold because that's how you turn it off. I'm pretty sure you'll just wind up pressing the mode button and it'll lock onto its target, so to speak. So yeah. You gonna turn that camera off? Stop recording. Stop. Stop. Stop.